So China is on this recovering track. The government says that. And do you feel the market demand is back?
We definitely feel a change in demand in China. So if we look at last year, it was significantly below the previous year, order intake. Our sales were record. We achieved more than 4,000 cars were sold in China last year, which is phenomenal. But if we looked at the second half of the year, the new orders coming in dropped off. First 3 months of this year, we're 30 to 50% above the running rate of last year in terms of orders. So we're in a very positive situation in China for 2023, we think.
People are saying that in China, automakers are pretty aggressive in terms of technology offerings. So how will Bentley do to sort of not catch up, but to get on the bandwagon there?
So you have to look at this from a segment point of view. So first of all, today we don't already offer every technology that some volume brands offer, because our customers don't need it. It's like saying they have a wardrobe of clothes and they don't wear the same clothes with the same capabilities for every occasion. And a luxury consumer buys luxury cars for a slightly different reason than a day-to-day premium car, for example. That doesn't mean we shouldn't be innovative. We must be innovative. So for China, if I talk about there, we will radically improve our digital capability. Of course, we'll have autonomous driving capability when it's safe and when it's legally possible. But we'll have more connectivity. We'll work with Chinese tech companies to bring Chinese capability into our vehicles so that they don't feel foreign. They feel natural to the Chinese consumer.
And you mentioned you are a company with a lot of heritage, so the transformation is going to be pretty significant and maybe full of obstacles. So what are the major obstacles to become fully electric as a traditional automaker?
It's very challenging. If you didn't have an existing business, it's easier. We have different regions that have different rates of change. So some countries are closing down the sales of combustion engines in 2030. Others, they're not closing down the sales of combustion engines. The legislation in each region is getting more complicated for combustion engines at the same time that we have to move to electric. So the complexity of developing the current cars increases, the cost of developing them increases at the very time that you're looking to stop building them. So this is the single biggest challenge that we face. Designing the future cars is easy. It's relatively easy. Doing that and coping with increased complexity of the existing products and sustaining our existing customer base and business, that's the real biggest challenge that we face. But we have a way through it.
How important is China for your global electric progress?
Well, China today is about 23% of our sales. That's significant. So we have to hope that electrification in China in the luxury sector works. We're not doing this as a gamble. We've spoken with our existing customers. We've spoken with existing buyers of other luxury cars. And the move, if we built a car the way I've described, that looks even more inspirational than some of these today, with all of those other capabilities, this is already proven to be an attractive proposition from the research that we've done. So it's a risk, there's no question, but the risk is we do nothing.